The Africa Continental Free Trade Agreement is in session, with some inroads made towards maximizing the continent's $3.5 trillion market value. Now, even as member states partake of this single market, young entrepreneurs and small-scale industries seem left out of the big picture, as they have no muscle and mileage to compete with well-established industries. It is for this reason that a network of young entrepreneurs from across the African continent that serves as representative voice for young entrepreneurs on AfTA has been formed by the Chamber of Entrepreneurs and other development partners. We're joined by Zoom by the President of the African Youth Entrepreneurs Federation, Sita Sofo Hissan, together with the Secretary General of the Federation, Sheriff Ghali. Gentlemen, we're so grateful that you joined us. Let me start off with you, Sheriff Ghali, because aside being the Secretary General of this new federation, the African Entrepreneurs Federation, you also assist young entrepreneurs with tools to maximize AfTA. How active, therefore, are young entrepreneurs in AfTA dialogues?
All right, thank you very much, Charles, for this opportunity and for being the first media outfit to give us the opportunity to talk about AFIEF, the After Young Entrepreneurs Federation. But then your question coming back locally is that these are some of the things that propel us to form the AFIEF, because we've realized that various African countries are in the road to implementing their own AfTA within the country. But we have situations where in our country, a lot of the young people are excluded when it comes to the dialogue, when it comes to the table of discussion with respect to AfTA. But here within Ghana, you would realize that at least a lot of the young entrepreneurs are ready and willing to be able to trade. Every day I get young people trooping into my office asking, how am I going to get a certificate of origin? What am I supposed to do to be able to get my product start being ready to trade? However, we will need to train the young people more further on AfTA. Because what we've realized is that though the young people are ready to trade on AfTA or to leverage the market, there is still a little bit of a lack of information about the whole protocols of AfTA. So yes, generally, young entrepreneurs in Ghana, we are empowering them in our own small way to prepare, add value to their product and get ready to export into the continent. But then they still need a lot of capacity building, and we use this to call on the state development partners to support so that the young people can be empowered in our country to start leveraging AfTA.
Interesting. Let me bring in Sita Sofo Hissan. What exactly informed the establishment of this network? What are African entrepreneurs actually telling you?
Thank you very much, and then good afternoon to your lovely viewers. And then thanks for hosting us, Charles. Charles, everybody knows that united we stand, divided we fall. And then a lot of African youth, everybody is happy about after coming to Africa or African countries that is participating in AfTA. Everybody is happy, and Ghana is even happy to host it, to host the secretariat here in Ghana. But the question is that how do we benefit from it? Now, as young entrepreneurs, I can say that we are always the underdogs in when it comes to the best, because we don't have the needed capital, the needed resources. We don't have the money and the know-how, the capabilities to push and to succeed. So that's why we are saying that, why don't we come together, organize the youth of Africa to come together under our network, which is AFIEF, After Young Entrepreneurs Federation, so that we can galvanize the youth and give them the needed information they need to know. Because there's a saying that if you are a prince and you don't know you are a prince, you can live like a pauper for the rest of your life. You can live like a slave for the rest of your life. We can all admit that we are in Africa, we have all the needed natural resources. We have the gold, we have the timber, we have whatever. But actually, we have the oil. Ask yourselves, are we Africans benefiting from it? They keep telling us that we are the future leaders. And my question is that, when is the future? At which age will we get to the future? 50 years, 40 years? They keep telling us to wait. So we are saying that let's take our destiny into our own hands. Let's advocate. Let's make a stronger voice for AfTA to inculcate youth business leaders, young entrepreneurs, because AfTA is talking about 2063. we are talking about achieving a lot of milestones that will benefit the African Union. And after is the game changer that's going to catalyze the achievement of the AU 2063 goals. So we are saying that the youth of Africa, let's come together. We need the support of the elderly and the people in power, the various presidents of the African continent, to support us so that we can actively participate and then serve actively and participate and serve our people and ourselves.
Great, but
so basically that's why we do know that come together.
Great, Hissan. But we do know that with 70% of Africa's market being SME based, how will this federation actually assist with the exposure of challenges hindering SME growth and also leveraging on respective member state reforms and policies for SME growth? Sheriff, you could take this one up. Kindly unmute your microphone, please.
Thank you. Sorry for that. So that's why we are saying that there must be a unified front that will champion the voice of SMEs. Yes, we have 70% of the African business population being SMEs. And these people, each one in their various countries, have issues they face. But how do they get this out? AFTA is not only for African countries, but the whole of the continent. What an SME in Ghana might be facing can be similar with what an SME in Nigeria might be facing. So the Federation is going to make sure that the voices of these SMEs are heard. When we dialogue with them, we get to them and get their issues and make sure it gets to the Secretariat. All right, this is what the SMEs in Nigeria are facing. This is what the SMEs in Ghana and other African countries are facing. How do we resolve it? This is a position paper. This is what we think. This is our advocacy plan. Then we can be able to dialogue with the AFTA Secretariat and AU to be able to put in place the systems and infrastructure that can support the SMEs without us being united as SMEs. And each one of us in our various countries are fighting to benefit. Without a unified front, we will not be able to get a headway.
Finally, gentlemen, if Hissan could also take this one out, what collaborative models have been employed to attract the interest of the Secretariat and even that of development partners?
Okay, we are actually working on our official launch by the end of this month, that's 31st of May, where we are going to bring together all these stakeholders, our partners, our members, and the Secretariat to come in for the press launch. Now, as I said already, we started talking to some senior officials at the AU level, trying to get their advice and their directive and directions. And we're also bringing together a board of advisors who are going to be people who are well-versed in the African continental trade and also officials from the African Union, such that they will guide us so that we will do everything correctly to involve all the AU countries and ensure that we have a very solid base.
Gentlemen, we're so grateful that you joined us with this initiative. And that was President of the African Youth Entrepreneurs Federation, Sita Sofa Hissan, together with the Secretary General of the Federation, Sheriff Gali. Thank you very much once again.